Welcome to this week's Warrior Review. My name is Greg Eiford. Sitting to my left, Brookwood head coach Shane Boggs. Coach Boggs, the Warriors go up to Americus this last Friday night for their second region game of the year, and they come away victorious, 57-14. Certainly wasn't the outcome. I expected a win going up there, but not 57-14. Going into the game, I know Southland has a lot of big boys, a lot of big players. And I thought we may get pushed around a little bit in the trenches on the line of scrimmage, offensive and defensive lines. And what were you expecting going into the game, and did it kind of work out like you thought it would?
Well, you're right. They're very big up front, and had the ability to kind of knock people around. Did some three-back stuff, whether it be wing T or power I. At times, they certainly had success with kind of run, power pass type stuff, and put a couple drives together on us. But I thought really the first drive we had on offense, we kind of stopped ourselves and then got on a roll where we scored essentially all 7 drives. We ran out of time there right before the half, but it's the most efficient game we've played on offense, and I thought our defense played really hard, and we made some plays in special teams.
A lot of stats in this game. You score 57 points, and want to ask you a little bit about your quarterback stats and maybe how did TJ do on the night and some of the other skill players?
Yeah, I thought he played his best game. One of the things we track offensively is we've got this thing called the difference. That's the sum total of drops, penalties, sacks, turnovers, right? We did something we've never done at Brookwood in my time. We had 0. We had none of those.
Wow.
So typically if those are 12% or less of your total plays, you're having a great night offensive. We had 0. Wow. And so it starts with quarterback play. Our line played great again. TJ played great. Destin and Rex made plays. Grant made plays. Briggs did a great job blocking. But Raj was 8 for 13 for 270, I think.
With 8 completions, 270, that's a nice yards per catch.
Yeah, so we end up with 470 yards of offense. TJ had about 150 on the ground, and gosh, I can't remember them all, but yeah. Grant, Rex, TJ, Destin all made big plays in the passing game.
Big night for sure. So, exciting game. I was able to travel to Americus to watch the Warriors and come out, and did they score on us first?
They did. So yeah, they got. We ended up trading possessions there. Then they scored, and we answered pretty quickly, and kind of went on a roll on them. Ran it to 21-14 before they, or 21-7. They scored and made it 14 there, and then we got.
And then we kind of got on the run. So we're going to roll into the highlights now. As you look at these highlights, you will notice, as Coach said, Southland kind of gets off to a decent start, but then we get hot after that. Coach, we're kicking off, and the Warriors are in white with blue pants.
We're in white. Southland took the opening kickoff. They get it out just short of the 40. Come out in kind of a twins open spread gun look, and man, we really did a good job this first possession against the run. Isaiah's running around. Jackson Vaughn had a big night for us.
Good to see Isaiah back out there.
Absolutely. Get us on counter. TJ and Simon Hilson make the tackle, so they got us for maybe 10 yards or so, but still get them off the field. And one of the things we did a great job of was we were 6 for 6 on catchable balls. We did lose some yards on the reverse there, but punted out of, pretty deep in our own end and get it out right at midfield here. So Southland sets up for their second possession of the game. Now they're in the wing T stuff. Run the trap.
Yeah, one of the things we talk about, Southland will run 4 to 5 different formations.
They'll do all kinds of different stuff for sure. Awesome
Grant
play there. Caden Giles, tackle for loss. Grant's in on a bunch of them.
That's a good throw and catch there.
It is. Yeah. It's a smash concept. Really good throw and catch, and get it down inside the 20 here, and they get their first score. So they're up 6-0. The extra point makes it 7. But really proud of how our guys responded. So we end up kind of running lateral there and get it out just past the 30. Quality run there with TJ on the zone play. Go back to it get us in a 3rd and short here, and we're going to end up going kind of bootleg and throw it out in the flat to Grant, which has been good to us. So we're out around midfield. Just miss on the screen, but you see a lot of bodies attacking the screen, and we kind of go the complement to it and got a wide open Destin Moore. protection was great, and a good throw by Raj. So just like that, we've responded, and this extra point by Oscar is going to make it 7-all.
Oscar's really becoming a weapon in the kicking game.
He has. I mean, he's
consistent.
He's the ball flight's way higher. I mean, he's kicked them in the end zone. In practice, he made 3 50-yarders one day. Here they go, and kind of after this, we weren't doing a good job covering kicks, and so that would play into the next decision on kickoff. But
kind of go pooch kick and.
Well, we onside it over there on our sideline. Saw pretty good, some space outside the numbers, and we got a great kick out of Oscar. But putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. 2 or 3 times off this little power pass, we had a shot at some picks. We hit one later, but
Nick Clark on the stop there.
So there's the end of the first, and Southland's got it.
We're 7-7 at this point, I think, Coach.
Yes, sir. 7-all game. They get the first. They made a bunch of 4th down plays. TJ's coming hard off the edge, and
He'd love to have that one. I think he'd still be running.
Create some opportunity over there for Isaiah, but he was in great position.
Great defense.
Nice
there
play by Simon, for sure.
Applying pressure on the quarterback, and
there's Jackson Vaughn in there.
I think that was a turnover on downs.
It was. So we get him turned over. What a play by Rex.
One play drive, Coach.
One play drive here. We had a few of those, and hit the post route. They were playing a ton of man coverage with really no help, and really good throw and catch. So they block one here. They brought people up the middle, and really it's just bad leverage. Got a couple guys that were playing too high right there. There's the onsider. Destin gets that one.
They look like they were ready for that, kind of like Auburn on Saturday. We got TJ on the wheel.
On the wheel, and then he makes a guy miss, and so there's another one of those.
There's our
one-play drive.
Drive, right.
2 in a row there. Ended up going for 2 because we got the last one blocked. Had a little kind of 3-man snag here, hit Grant. Great execution. So 21-7, 8 minutes to go in the second. Kick this one down the middle and do a pretty good job covering. We need to get more guys to the ball. So
I think we had a penalty on that and moved him out near midfield.
I think you're right. And then he breaks a few tackles and gets a couple. Had a chance at a tackle for loss there.
Our quarterback's got that little out route down.
He did a nice job in the play action game. Number 1 makes a play for him. Short yardage there. They're kind of dragging people. JT Reed in on the tackle. You don't see that every day. You don't see the quarterback sneak on 1st and 10, but they did it. So
their quarterback is a big boy, though.
He is. They picked up a couple. I'm sure they had something about our alignment. Probably became automatic, but 4th and 1.
They push him forward. I think they get this. That's 1st and goal.
And then they get it in there. So
21-14 after the point after.
Turned momentum a little bit. Almost blocked that one. 21-14 game. We're spending a bunch of time on kick return. We got to be better than this. We got playmakers back there, so we're going to hopefully have more impact in the return game. But
so Coach, there's another 1-play drive. That's 3 1-play drives. But going back to the last play that we scored on before that, we scored on 4 consecutive offensive plays.
That's wild.
Unbelievable. Never seen that in a football game. Nice run by TJ, though.
Absolutely. Nice run and some
Nice
great
blocking.
blocking out there. Grant did a great job reaching their defensive ends all night, and then we did a good job out in space as well.
Do you go to that pooch look trying to help our coverage, our kick coverage?
We do.
there?
You try to, I think there's all kinds of reasons you do it, but certainly you can put 6 over there and kick it over that way, and you try to kick it in voids. Just more than anything, you want to vary the routine to kind of change their return schemes. This is more like it. A lot of guys. Walton Grimsley's in there. Grant's in there. I saw Caden. got him on the run here, and Grant with another sack. So tough down and distance for them. They try to go hook and ladder, and we do a pretty good job defending it. So forcing a punt. Rex with the fair catch.
So important to catch those. You mentioned that earlier.
Absolutely. They had everybody back here, so man, I almost wish he'd have stepped out of bounds on accident. But,
you and I talked about that after the game because there's very little time left. In fact, the clock expired on that play.
So that was after that initial stop. That's the only time that we came up short of the goal line, and we just ran out of time. But just really proud of how we responded. So here we go, another returning this opening kickoff of the second half, and get it out to the 35 in the kind of a tight end trips look here that we had already scored on. A little stretch play to TJ. He picks up 40, 50 yards, blocking way downfield, which was awesome. Go back to it a couple times.
Pick up another 9 or 10.
Yeah, and then we go play action here, and we miss on that one. We're going to go back to that run over there, picking up big chunks.
That's fun play calling there, Coach.
It is, and then you kind of go with one of the complement plays here, and I guess it's the next one. They really started grossly overplaying where we were putting our trips, and you come back over here and you throw the out route to Grant for a touchdown. They jumped off sides. I feel like if we got to get 4.5 feet, we're going to go for 2. So
yep.
Just trust that we can get them blocked up, get a little bit of movement. So 36-14.
We're in the third. That said second quarter on our scoreboard, but we're in the third quarter.
That's right.
Coach, who won the toss? They must have won the toss and took the ball, because I was like, why are we not on offense the first
right.
series?
Yeah, they won the toss and took it.
Okay.
I feel like our defense played better as the night went on.
They did. I felt like their philosophy was 3 yards in a cloud of dust and just try to outman us with the bigs. And they seemed to wear down a little bit, and we seemed to get going a little more as the game went on.
Absolutely, and it gets tougher psychologically when you start getting 2 and 3 score leads.
Mm-hmm. Mac Duck on that tackle, it looked like.
Our linebackers are doing a better job being downhill. You'll see Camden and Jackson just making a bunch of plays at the line of scrimmage. And
Jackson had a really good game.
he did. He played well in all 3 phases.
Well, and often overlooked too. It's his snapping duties. I'm not one to jinx us, but we've had a good year snapping the football.
Absolutely. There's Rex with the pick 6. And great break on the ball, and good job. We had an army of people out in front. So couldn't have been a better start to the half there with an offensive score and then a pick 6. And what was once a 21-7 game or 7-0 game, now we've kind of broke it open on them. So doing a better job in kick coverage.
And as you mentioned, our defense is just feeding off of it at this point. I felt like they were downhill on everything around the ball and making the plays.
I think this is our last possession where we kind of played our ones. Give them one more shot here. Get it out around the first down, but they had a penalty. So kind of the wing T go-to counter in 3rd and long. There's Grant doing a nice job limiting the play, and they'll punt it. Pretty sure we'll probably end up fair catching another one. So they had put a bunch of bodies out there to the trips, and we started the series kind of running it inside there. Picked up 6, go back outside, and then we go to the play action here. What a great throw and catch. Hits him in stride. So that was about a 50-yarder there.
Got a new kicker.
Old Bo Spence knocking it through. So,
that looked good.
Yeah, absolutely. We got 2 great kickers. So
50-14, you're starting to sub here, just starting the 4th quarter?
Just maybe still a minute or 2 in the 3rd, but
Okay.
we definitely subbing, getting a bunch of guys in.
Well, that's true. We haven't reversed fields, have we? Yeah. So we're still in the 3rd here. Yeah, I see Briggs Daniel out there. I'll call out a couple names as I see them. That was Isaiah, I think, on the
Isaiah
side.
coming off the edge.
Yeah.
So here we go in the fourth quarter. Henry Fry's out there. Still got a bunch of starters in, but we're starting to mix people in. I see Caleb. He played great on offense. He was our O-lineman of the week.
Oh, good deal.
And they've kind of moved some guys around. There's the starting quarterback out in space catching balls. And they hand it to him here. Good play in pursuit. Pretty good job playing the screen against a really good player. So got him in long yardage. Swing it out there again, forced the fumble, and Warrior football. So put Rex in at quarterback here, Isaiah at the running back position. The first play is a little bit of a circus, but we get it going after that. So we get them reached, and Isaiah rips about a 15-yarder out there. Go back to him. Blocking off the left side, we had Caden doing a great job. Look at the effort by Henry Fry.
Got some of your
Gunnar
second
Miller,
team linemen in there.
JT Reed getting a huge push. And that's Jerem.
Jerem Queen.
And then low snap, Rex picks it up and takes it in. So that's our last touchdown, puts us up 56-14. Extra point is by Bo Spence is good. So 57-14, 2 minutes to go, 2:10.
Running clock at this point, so
absolutely.
game
So
not
it'll
going to
just
last
be
much longer.
2 or 3 plays left after this kickoff. So again, as the game went on, we did a better job covering kicks. They mishandled it a little bit. Tackle for loss on first down. There's Henry Knox. Get him tackled right at the line of scrimmage. They pick up 5 or 6, and that'll do it, 57-14.
Coach, I'm going to ask you, I asked you before the broadcast, who was your Warrior of the week, your player of the week, and I just forgot about one touchdown that he scored. He actually scored 3 touchdowns in the game, 1 running, 1 receiving, and 1 on a pass interception. So your player of the game was?
Player of the game, Rex Schofield, had the big post route, ran 1 in at quarterback, and then had a pick 6. Had a ton of tackles. He had a great night for us.
Man, Rex has come along so well this year, and good to see him playing good football, especially at this time of the year. All right, so let's set it up for our Warrior fans. We have Deerfield at home. We beat them, which was a big game for us, and really Deerfield is kind of certainly one of the top teams in our region. We travel up to Americus, beat Southland, so we're 2-0 in region. Got a big matchup this week against Tift Area. There's a bunch of hodgepodge going on in our region. So Tift Area somehow beats Valwood a few weeks ago, I think 41-40, somewhere like that.
On a Monday night.
On a Monday night. And then Valwood goes to Terrell, who was really good last year, moved up to 3A this year, but still got a really good football team this year. Valwood goes to Terrell Friday night and beats them. Tift Area only has 1 win on the year, and it's a region win. So what's going on in our region? I know the Warriors are undefeated, and Deerfield has 1 loss, right?
Yeah, so many times we just have parity, and I think on the right night, anybody can beat anybody. I'm talking about Tift Area, they're really, really good on offense. They've struggled on D a lot of the times, but made some key stops in that big win against Valwood, but they're averaging in the 30s. You don't see that every day for a team that's got 1 win to be averaging in the 30s. So, I think they do a great job with scheme. Their quarterback can throw it. They bring a lot of balance. Little number 8's a great runner. He's very quick, shifty. I certainly wouldn't discount any part of them, but certainly not their offense. They can really score some points.
So we need to keep winning so we can keep those good playoff hopes in front of us and hopes for home playoff games. This is our last home regular season game. We've got 2 games on the road after this. We go to Valwood and go to Terrell. I think it's actually Terrell then Valwood, right?
That's right.
Okay. And but this week is Hall of Fame. We've got Powder Puff on Wednesday night, Hall of Fame banquet and new inductees. I think there's 6 going in on Thursday night. And then Friday night, we've got our homecoming game. And also senior night, because it's our last home game. And then Saturday night got the homecoming dance. And could you have any more different week and for distractions,
Well,
Coach?
and we're throwing in that we'll honor the 22 state golf champions both Thursday and Friday night. But,
Why not?
All kinds of stuff going on, but I really love the way our team is. I mean, they've been focused. You go all the way back to the McClay week. We played. Don't take anything away from them, but we played very, very poorly that night. And I feel like every week we continue to get better. So I, certainly if yesterday's practice is a predictor of how we're going to do the rest of the week, then I have great confidence we're going to continue to grow and play a great football game Friday night.
That's good. And you mentioned something about the McClay game, and nothing taken away from them. I wish we could have given them a better ball game, honestly. We had played, we were undefeated up to that point. We go down to Tallahassee and really don't play well that night, and they kind of blow us out that night. Then we played two really good teams in Stratford and JMA that are two of the best teams in the state, and so I think that really prepared us for region play. Looking back, you and I talk about this. You're kind of wondering, do I schedule the hard teams, and how does that work out for me? Do I get in a negative? But I think we came out that positive.
Once you get through it, and I think winning that Deerfield game and getting your confidence back is big. But once you get past all that, then you have great confidence that those two games made you better. But it's not easy on the psyche when you're walking through it. So, but I think it'll be very valuable to us down the road as well.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the 2-0 start in region, and looking forward to this Friday night. I'll just recap all the events this week. Wednesday night, we had the Powder Puff game, and I think they do the Warrior Chief presentation that night. And then Thursday night, we have the Hall of Fame banquet at Brookwood. Friday night, we have the homecoming game, and we're going to, as Coach mentioned, we're going to recognize the state championship golf team Thursday and Friday night, and of course the homecoming dance Saturday night. So we hope you come out to Warrior Field Friday night. Kickoff against the Tift Area Panthers is at 7:30. We hope to see you there. But if not, we hope you join Coach and I right here next week on the Warrior Review.